Everybody, it is me. I'm back. Just a short little crochet and chat. I always think I have more time than I do. Like sometimes, I have a good sense of time, but it takes me. I end up taking longer to get things together, and therefore I run out of time. All right, so where's this at? Okay, here we go. What? Okay, here we go. I am back to this. So I just wanted to chat a little bit about the last two finishes. You know what? Let me do this in case I ever forget. I'm using an H hook for this because I forgot today, and thank God I found it. I was about to use an I because I thought, oh, it's an I, it's an I, but it was an H. So don't forget. Don't let me forget. Anyway, so we finished Karomi. Karomi was great. The pattern was good. There were a couple of glitches in that pattern. The main one I can remember right now, I feel like it was more than just this, but I can't remember. But the main one I can remember right now is that there was a certain point where it's suddenly in Spanish. One set of directions is in Spanish. And I'm assuming that Spanish is probably the first language of the creator. And this, what I'm looking at, is a English translation, but this one portion sort of failed to translate. However, you know, you kind of, if you make enough of these types of things, you kind of know where the designer is going. So even without speaking the language, I could figure out what she was saying. Um, I could ask my son maybe, but I didn't. I didn't. I just went ahead and figured it out on my own. But so that really was the only glitch in that pattern. Piplup, on the other hand, there were so many glitches in the pattern, and I don't know. I just feel like I agree with, like I said before, whoever said that they think that the publisher just really wanted that book out, because even if the designer, and I don't think no one is perfect. So even if in her original write up that should have been tech edited, should have been tested. She left out some things and didn't give clear direction on things. It seems like that the publisher should have caught that, because my assumption, now y'all let me know if you've ever written a book. You probably are not. I don't know, maybe y'all are watching, maybe you are a follower of me, even if you are a published amigurumi. I just dropped the, hold on. um a published amigurumi designer. But here's what I assume happens, having never done it before. So likely I'm wrong about this, but I think that the designer submits the designs, or they commission. I think for this one they actually reached out to this designer and asked her, because the first book, which people say is much better than this one, and I do have it, I just haven't made anything out of it. um they say it's much better, and so it's not written by her, it's a different designer on that first book. So from what I understand, they reached out to her and asked her to make these patterns. And um I didn't look up anything about her. Like, I think I already followed her anyway, or I started once I got these books, or once I started having problems, I started looking up to see what people were saying. And overall, I don't see anything bad being said about her, which that's a good thing, because anybody who like stops and designs and put their stuff out there like that, I mean, bravo, because it's not easy to do. But even little old me had people to test the pattern before I actually put it up for $2.99 for sale. And so, And if I didn't, like for my Kim Beret, I didn't have anybody. Well, I don't think I had anybody really test that one. So it's free. I think you don't give things to people that hasn't been tech edited. You don't charge people for that stuff. So back to my assumptions about book publishers. I assume that they pay for that. If they commission somebody to write uh, a design book, if they say, "Oh, we want to work with you, we want to publish a book with your designs," then I assume they pay for the tech editor. And they pay just like they pay for everything else that has to be edited in a book. I don't know if the designer takes the picture. Somebody tell me. Like, is maybe you've seen, somebody talk about their experience. Maybe I should look that up. But I would, I mean, sometimes, I look at some of these books and I'm like, wow, you would think the pictures would be better. You would think a lot of things would be better, by somebody publishing a book with a publishing company. If somebody is self-publishing, that's different. I mean, I don't have the same expectations of a self-published book. I do think even if you self-publish, you should do it in color, like that flower book we talked about. The only thing that's in color is on the actual um, cover, which I think is horrible because most of us, again, if you are into this thing, you probably are into color. And even if you have a limited color palette, like when you look at like somebody like Cameron from Cameron's Cute Creations, I'm sure she likes all colors. But as far as what she does for her boutique and for her sales, she sticks to a specific color palette, and a lot of people who make wearables do that. The people that I have looked up and watched and tried to get advice, look to take in some of their advice about selling their crochet, a lot of them do stick to a specific color palette. I mostly am selling my amigurumi, and so I have a very much a what I like to call a Dr. Seuss kind of vibe. I love that my table is bursting with color. But anyway, back to Pokemon book, the second one. Uh for the one pattern I did, and I don't think it's just limited to the one pattern I did because I have read other people and watched other people review this book. It's not great. I just think they could have done a better job. And I hope that if the book is popular enough, uh, they will reissue it, but really, I really go back and I should look at the other one. Really go back and correct some of this stuff. The designer on this one, the second book, is Lee Sartori. I don't think this is her fault. I think this is the publisher's issue. And then Sabrina Summers was on the very first book, which gets great reviews. Um, Let me see if they did the same thing as far as how you do. Yeah, they did the same thing. I just feel like you should give a little bit more direction on the size of these felt pieces. They did the same thing, really. With these little grids with the felt pieces for the eyes and things. But let me see if maybe in the front of this book, or maybe it's just me. I'm slow, and maybe y'all know. Maybe you look at that and go, "Oh yeah, of course I know how to do that." I don't. I can't tell. I need somebody to tell me what that little grid represents and how do I make the sizes, because, or are you saying that these are the actual sizes? Even put that, if that's the case, put actual size. The templates are in the actual size, but that's not what you get. Because, yeah, in the first book, they do the exact same thing with these. And that, maybe other people didn't have a problem with that, but I'm telling you, I do. I'm trying to see. So, like for instance, this might be actual size, and maybe it's actual size over here. But like I said, I would appreciate if somebody had said these are the actual size, and then you just make a copy. Or from in my case, because I made the amigurumi. First of all, these ones, that's another issue. I believe that this woman designed all of these in fingering weight yarn. So, for instance, Piplup was supposed to be, if I had done him in the yarn that she suggested, he was going to be 4.7 inches tall. Now, I showed you guys Piplup. He's fairly big. So, this is fingering weight yarn, which I just think, what? Finger and weight yarn for amigurumi, not for me. Y'all know I like them in big sizes. This one, let's see what she used. Uh, in the first book, lots of tips. Let's see if they say. Okay, so they use cotton yarn, but do they say the size? Yeah, they're using tiny. She's also using. I use yarn and colors must have. I use Shipya's Katona. They also use weird yarns. Like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, yeah, because this one's supposed to be 6.5. Anyway, they use small yarn. I used bigger yarns and I doubled it, held it double. I used worsted weight yarn and held it double. So they're using like 2.5 millimeter hooks. I'm using like H hook because I'm using a bigger yarn. So if these templates, and now I'm figuring that they probably are actual size. I mean, I just don't know what you're supposed to do with something like that. It is super small. And I don't know if you're supposed to take it, blow it up. Even for these, to me, these seem like really small pieces. But, or I'm supposed to know what the measurements of this grid is. It supposed to be like a piece of, what is it, a graph paper? And then that way I figured out, all I'm saying is a little tip would have helped to say, okay, these are actual size. These are the inches, something. Because if I had seen actual size, then I just would have I would have covered it up and enlarged, covered it up, copied it on a copier and enlarged it to the size that I wanted. So otherwise, I mean, I don't know. And I guess like the more I look at it, it's probably actual size. But I don't know. Got on my nerves. That's all I can say. And then there was no like, this is how you sew on the head. It just was all very fuzzy. And I'm an experienced amigurumist. I have made this stuff for years, and I just really did not enjoy this book. Anyway, I stopped crocheting and started talking about that book, and I actually think I have to stop. Period, because I think it's yes, it's time for me to run out the door. We'll talk again. I'll show you some projects I'm working on. I have not started the Meran the Mermaid yet, but y'all know she works up real quick, so she will get done. This will get done before the month is over. So the goal for January was to finish those three things, and also to do um to finish those three things and to do the BTS project. So the BTS project is well underway. You will see that in another clip of this video. Anyway, I've been on for about 15 minutes, which is how much I had decided that I would get on. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is actually Tuesday, and it is January 23rd. And yeah, it's going to be an easier Tuesday for me than normal because we had to cancel our clinic for today because the provider is not well, and so we can't have him see patients today. So I will have a bit of an easier day when it comes to that. But it hasn't been easy leading up to this day because I had to reschedule a bunch of people and break bad news to a bunch of people. Anyway, I'm gonna go. It is a little over 15 minutes. That's all I had. So I gotta go to work. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, so I'm trying to make a peep from Rose and Lily. There is a tutorial online on YouTube, and I just went through and I wrote everything down because I had these yarns. Okay, so I'm inspired by Ella from No Catchy Name. She had made some peeps with some fuzzy yarn paired with another yarn, and I did that. So I have some worsted weight yellow that's really, really similar in color to this light yellow fuzzy yarn. I only have one row, one ball of it, and it is going to run out before I finish this very tiny project. So I'm busted, but of course I went and ordered another one, but it came from AliExpress, so it's gonna be a while before that gets here. So this is gonna hibernate. Thought I was gonna make a peep, but I got another yarn I'm gonna use for peeps, so there will be peeps. And this one will be too, but it's gonna have to wait till the other ball comes in. Okay, bye. All right, guys, I finished the BTS project. This looks great, but it is not. It is the winter grape. It is the purple. I will try to take a picture, put it up outside. This is the mama whale from the whale family from All From Jade. And you might ask, well, what makes her the mama? Let me show you. Whoa, she has a pouch. Let's see what's in the pouch. You like her blue eyes? All right, these guys make her the mama. She can fit 2 baby whales inside her pouch. They come out, when I pull them out, they are misshapen, but I have used up all that I had left of this winter grape Bernat blanket. This was the second baby whale, so you'll see that. Look at that tail versus this tail. I was running out and I just had to modify so that I could finish this baby whale. And here they are. They are the cutest. They do, for me, they get a little misshapen once you put them up into the pouch. But it's a super cute pattern. So now I just need to make the daddy. And the daddy's going to be a different color because, a little fluff. We only had, this is it. I finished up all of the yarn. Not even a scrap left. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to put them back in the pouch. And that's it. So that is the 4th January goal met. But I still need to make Meran. So without further ado, I will get started with Meran. I haven't even started, but she works up quick. So today is the 27th, right? 25th. Today is the 25th. Yeah, we still got 6 days left to the month, so I'm pretty sure that's what the bottom looks like. This is no-sew, completely no-sew on the babies. All right, and the mom, there was an option to put a mouth on. I didn't do the mouth, otherwise I probably would have had one purple baby. But I didn't do the mouth, and I used up all the yarn. And there you go. All right, on to Meran. Hey y'all, it's me. And I want to show you what I have finished. Okay, so I am going to show, I did finish my Meran the Mermaid. Now, Chicago bestie, Bridget, If you don't want to see Meran the mermaid before you get Meran in the mail, skip now. Skip now. Okay, I'm about to show her. Okay, let me show her. So my dear friend, asked me for a mermaid, and she wanted her to be breast cancer awareness themed. Okay, and so I bought the Posh yarn. You guys saw that, and I had the brown teddy bear colorway. I had the strawberry glow colorway, and then I had the black. And I did go back and get a lighter pink, but honestly, I just really like the strawberry glow. Okay, I really like it. So, but I did. I got some pink and black in the Bernat velvet as well, and then the mushroom color. And so this is how I started. Bridget, if you're still watching, this is not yours, but this is how I started. And as you can see, she doesn't have any hair because I'm like, look at her. My hand is bigger. She's only as big as, I mean, barely as big as my hand. You guys know I really like my, I mean, groom me to be a little bit more substantial than this. Plus, I mean, I just completely stopped. I didn't make any arms. I didn't make any hair. I was like, what is this? This is, I don't even like the colors really for this. I want it to be a little bit brighter. And so I went back to the original plan and I was like, that was the right plan. So that's the plan I'm going with. So let me show you what I came up with. This is Meran the Mermaid. She is from, I believe it's Cable and Canvas is the designer on this one. And here she is. She wanted her to have black hair and she wanted her to be breast cancer awareness themed. And here she is. Look at Meran, guys. Meran with black hair. And she's got that hot pink tail. She's got a hot pink hairband. And her hair, oh, she finished, but I still got this last little end that I didn't push in. Um, and there she is. I put a little pink flower. I normally put, oh shoot, what happened there? Okay, that means I'm gonna have to put something else because it slid down and it's showing. Okay, that gets on my nerves. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna fix her, but I'm seeing some of the glue and I don't like that, so I just glued that on, and I thought I had it held there, but it looks like the glue is okay. Anyway, there she is. She is super cute. And what I've done is, if you can look real close, there's the breast cancer awareness. She's got a little choker on, which this is removable. I just have it tied in a bow in the back, so if Bridget doesn't want it, she can take it off. But there you have it. I think what I'm going to do to fix this glue situation, I have another these little heart I have these little heart flatbacks that I think I'll put in that area because I really don't like that. I don't like that. So I will probably check and see how this little. I really didn't want to do that though. I really just wanted the flower. So now I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to fix that. That got on my nerves. That was not supposed to happen. And I just noticed it just when I was about to show y'all. Anyway, Meran is still cute. She's still cute. I don't think I can get that glue off though. If I can, that's what I'm gonna do. If I can get it off, that's what I'll do. If not, we're gonna have to come up with something else. She might end up with a shell right there. I really love that flower though, and I don't wanna. If I pull the flower off, I'm gonna have to put something there bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it off. Okay, stay tuned. We're gonna pull it off. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, before I show you the mama whale again, that's Meran, and now she has a seashell in her hair instead of that little flower. Basically because I had to cover up the glue from that, and this is bigger. And actually, I wasn't going to use the Meran, the seashell, because I thought it was too big. But that's when I was thinking about putting other gems on. Because normally, typically, I put uh like 3 to 4 little flatbacks, probably 3 in that spot. But that was just not gonna work. So the one piece is perfect. And she looks great. I wanted to use the seashell anyway. So there you go. All done with Meran. This is the Posh yarn, as I said, and then all 3 colors are Posh yarn. And the safety eyes, I think I used like a 10 millimeter safety eye on this. And she's a nice size, by the way, comparatively. See, I so much like this better. So I'm glad I went with the original plan. Okay, let me show y'all the mama wheel. Hold on. All right, guys, here's the mama whale. This is a pattern from All from Jade. It is a whale family. And you guys, I've seen it, but here you go. That's the mama whale. I had to figure out why do I get that pooch up at the top. But that's the mama whale. Look at how cute. All right. Very, very cute. Loved making this. I'm looking forward to starting the Papa Whale. And I'm also looking forward to starting my Valentine's Day gnome because, Meran was the last thing that I had to get done before I can move on and start making just some of the things I want to make. So, again, this is my BTS project. We will be making one purple amigurumi every month from now until from now until June of 2025, as we wait for them to return from the military. So here's Mama Whale. There's the babies. So let's pull out the babies. Like I said, when I pull out the babies, they be jacked up. There's baby number 1. And I'll let you see what it looks like up in there when the babies are not in. And this is baby. You just got to shape them back up. Baby number 2. And that is what it looks like when the babies are not in mama. So there you go. Very, very cool project. I'm excited. I am going to be saving this one. I'm not going to actually sell or give away any of the ones that I make for the BTS project. I'm going to have all of them at the end and take one big picture. Then I'll sell them. But I'm going to collect them up. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but there you go. That's the mama whale. I got to get started on the daddy whale. And then the only other things I have for you guys is just, I don't know if I've shown you, this is how far I've gotten. I'm also using the Posh yarn for this. This is the hand puppet pattern that I got. I still got to mold the face a little bit, shape it a little bit, but we are done with the head and the nose. They have you stitch on the nose, but I got a bunch of safety noses from Amazon and from AliExpress. So I have plenty of options for safety noses, and those are the ones I think I'm going to be using. And yeah, here I imagine that like these will be fun for Sunday school or for a teacher, preschool. So I'm moving on to the rest of this project. It is a pattern that had like 12 different hand puppets in it, and I decided to just start with the bear. Now, having worked with the Posh yarn for 2 projects now, I really enjoy it, guys. I love the size. I love that you don't get, like, I like blanket yarn. Like, for instance, this is blanket yarn for sure, and it came out gymongous, which I love. But if I make this again in like the, and I might make a mama from the pink. I might make a mama and 2 babies. with that strawberry glow, just to start using that up. I love the posh yarn, guys. You get so much yardage on this ball. Hold on. So this is, I still got pretty much the whole ball. You didn't use very much to make Meran. And yeah, so maybe I will make it. But I love, the stitch definition. I love the size. It's not going to be too small, but it's also not going to be too big. And honestly, I think when we talk about working with Bernat Velvet, it's classified as a number 5. And so is the Posh. And look at the size difference. So I feel like Bernat Velvet works up like a worsted weight, not a 5. It's the structure. It does the structure of the yarn itself. This is the Posh. It's just a more dense structure, a more solid structure, whereas this is super fluffy and soft. It's just not. It just doesn't work up that big. And this, though, I think I'm gonna make this into like a card charm. Still gonna finish it, and I'm gonna hang it on my rear view mirror. Okay, so that's it. I think that's everything. That's all the projects for this video. No announcements, nothing like that. So yeah, that's it. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And sorry about the rant in the beginning, but apparently that Pokemon situation really got on my nerves, because now I've talked about it for 2 videos, but I think I'm done finally. All right. Anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. All the ways to get in touch with me are always or I try to always have that in the description box below. Yeah, until we meet again, keep it crafty. Bye. Thank you. Raven. I'll have to see if I can find a pattern. All right, there's Mama with her babies. And now you can see the purple. This is winter grape. I don't know if they probably make this color, but I don't know if it's called winter grape. Anyway, that's Mama. She's got blue eyes. All done. First BTS project done.